Hello everybody, Darkside Phil here, and I'm going to make a series of videos regarding the 3 gaming headsets which I purchased earlier this year, about over 3 months now. I've been using these for live streaming and direct capture gameplay. Each of these headsets has unique features, so what I'm going to do is go through each one in a video and explain to you all the features of the headset, show you the packaging, show you the headset and all the shit that comes with it, and I'm going to tell you what I think are the advantages and the disadvantages of each headset, okay? Now, what I'm then going to do is I'm going to do a final video where I compare all 3 and I tell you, which ones I think are better for different situations and kind of review them and give them a score, alright? The first video that I'm going to make is about the Earforce XP Seven. Now this headset says it's for Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. That is absolutely correct, okay? It can work with all 3 systems out of the box. That's important to note, okay? Alright, so first of all, the plain vanilla headset does have this white cover with, it says MLG Pro Circuit on it, but I actually have replaced those with replacement covers that you can actually purchase on the website. I actually bought them the same time that I bought the headset, so they pop right off and go right onto the sides there, just to show you right off the bat, alright? So, this is the box that it comes in, and it comes with quite a lot of stuff that I want to show you, alright? That is actually the audio control unit, and that's one of the critical things about this that's unique, and we're going to talk about that. I'm actually going to show it to you. But the first thing I want to do is open this guy and show you what it looks like when you actually open it for the first time, okay? Now obviously it's not in there, but what you have on top is your headset, and this is the kind of the audio box that everything plugs into, okay? Your audio control unit will be in a separate box, and then underneath this is another box which we're going to look at that has all kind of attachments, alright? So the way that this works, this headset, to show you, this, hold on, oh, it's all caught up, hold on a second, all the wires are caught together here. This is kind of like the magic box, alright? This is the box that everything plugs into to get this headset to work with any kind of console. So, what you've got on the back of the box is you've got optical audio in right here. You've got a USB connector that will connect this box to your console and or PC. And you've got the audio cable, alright? The audio cable which actually goes to something for an input. So for example, if you want to have an auxiliary input of audio, it has the capability to do that, okay, through a stereo jack. Now, on the front, you've got the USB plug, and you've got this weird multi-pin plug. You might be saying, what is that? Okay. That is for the audio controller unit, which we're going to look at right now. Okay. So the audio controller unit, the end of it, is actually this guy. That's right, it's the USB, and it's that multi-pin cable we just looked at. That actually plugs into this box, okay? Now the audio control unit is very unique because it has so many different adjustment features on it, alright? What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to plug this into my PC to make it light up so you can see all the lights and everything on it, and when it's functioning, it'll be easier to explain all the different functionality of it once I do that, okay? So let me actually walk over here to my PC and plug in the audio control unit. I'm putting it down right there. Okay, so there you go. See, it's blinking. You can see it's doing colors and stuff. And now it's lit up. This is what happens when you actually plug it into a console and or PC via USB. That is where this receives its power from, okay? And that actually, I have to say, is one of the big assets of this headset. It does not require a separate power source. This will be fully powered through a USB port on either your PC or your console. Okay, so what do you got on this thing? First of all, you've got all these adjustments, so I got to show you without glare there. These two control your surround sound, and by the way, this is a touch panel unit, so watch this. When I touch it, right now it's red, which means it's off. If I touch it, it's not, there we go. It goes white and it's activated. You touch it again, it's disabled. So basically this means it's stereo, this means it's surround sound, okay? Now keep in mind that's only going to happen, or only going to work if you have a unit that supports surround sound. If you don't have a unit that supports surround sound, it's not going to work. It's still going to sound like stereo. And the way that you can actually tell if you support surround sound, over here, there's a Dolby Digital icon. I know it's very blurry because it's lit up. There it is, Dolby Digital. And it'll be white if you have surround sound capability. It'll be red if you only have stereo sound capability. So for example, some games have 5.1 surround, some don't. On my PC, some games have it, some don't. So this will change depending on if you have the capability or not. It's funny because when I actually have this plugged into my PS3 and I'm going through the dashboard, when I'm on the dashboard this is red, but as soon as a game boots up it goes white and I get the surround sound, okay? You also have the chat volume level adjustment right there. If you push that, you can then use this to adjust the level of your chat when you are talking to someone on the internet through your console. This is master volume, and what actually this is the 5.1 button. If you touch this, what happens, see the speakers that you are currently adjusting actually show up highlighted. So this is front, right? This is rear. That's the front channel, like the person talking to you. And that's the subwoofer. So basically, it's a simulated surround sound setup where if you don't want louder things behind you, you can lower the volume of certain virtual speakers in the headphones, okay? What you have here, all these buttons are presets. And what they are for different kinds of stuff. Some people, maybe you listen to music, maybe you think preset 1's the best. For gaming, I found that preset 4 seems to be a balance of boosted treble and boosted bass, and I like that for my gaming, so I always use preset 4, okay? If you press this chat button here, you can actually adjust the voice chat levels for people who are chatting to you, okay? So people who are chatting to you over the internet, say over Xbox Live or whatever, you're in a party and people are chatting, you can manually adjust their volume level with that. This is obviously main. You press that, you're just going to be adjusting your main volume with this knob, okay? Now, on the left-hand side, we've got even more. This is the power switch, turns it on and off. We've got audio levels for other things. So remember before, I actually showed you here on this box, you've got the auxiliary in. Well, you can also do it here as well on the audio adjustment unit. You've got an auxiliary in, and it has its own volume level, okay? Right here, this is the area where you would plug this into your Xbox 360 controller to do voice chat, because remember, it's not wireless on the Xbox 360, it has to be plugged into a controller, so that's where you would do so, okay? On here, I believe this is, I'm trying to remember what this is. This adjusts something, but I'm not exactly sure 100% on what this knob adjusts, because I really have never really used it. It cycles it through a variety of different modes that you can use. And then up top here, there is one other input as well, which I believe is for, I think it's like for a daisy chain setup, if I remember correctly. Let's see here. Yes, that's speaker output. So if you want to daisy chain someone else's headphones into this, you can. You daisy chain it right there, okay? Or, no, actually that's where you daisy chain it from. So basically that's the audio out, okay? So that's all the features. That's all of the features of this guy, alright? Now, the cool thing about it is this gives you an unrivaled range of adjustments for this headset. You can, for different situations, if maybe your Xbox you like a lot of bass, but on your PC you don't like that much bass, you can adjust everything on the fly completely, which is very neat. And I also like the ability to adjust chat levels. That's a really good ability, okay? Now, to show you how this works, basically if you're going to use this with an Xbox 360, okay, what you need to do is you plug your audio adjustment unit into this, okay, and then your Xbox 360 is going to use the optical audio out to go into here. That's how you get audio from your Xbox. And this is a USB cable that you have to plug into the front of your Xbox 360. So Xbox 360 and also PS3, it works the same. You have to use both optical audio out from your console to this, and then the USB to get power, okay? The one thing that's different about this headset than the other ones that I'm going to show you, this one, as you saw, I just plugged it into my PC and it lit up, it works. You don't need to use this box at all when you're getting audio out of your computer, which means this is a fully functional USB headset. You don't need to do optical audio out from your PC to actually use the Earforce XP Seven. They don't force you to do that, alright? So that's a neat thing to know. If you're looking for headphones for the PC without having 100 wires running. This literally only needs the one USB cable and you're done. You'll have full audio from your PC. Okay, so that's very important to note. Now, these headphones come with everything I've shown you here, including all these cables, the optical audio cable, the USB cable, all comes with it. Alright? This is the headset itself. It is a durable build. It's got like almost a fake kind of leather. It's not really. You can tell it's like plastic thing here, but it's durable. It's cushy. All right. I do like the fact of the headphones are well cushioned. As you can see here, very large cushions on the headphones. Okay, and it has a little Turtle Beach logo inside of each one. All right. Show you same thing there. Okay. However, this headset is heavy. And what I mean that is this is tight on your head. When I put my head in here, it's kind of tight. It has a lot of resistance to it, and it is heavy. I have to say it weighs a pound or two. So it is a heavier headset. Alright? So, the last thing I want to show you are all the other cables that the thing comes with, because the thing comes with 100 cables out of the box that you can use for the different setups that you want to do. So outside of all the cables I've already shown you, here's some more. Alright? It also comes with, oh, and this fell on the floor, let me show you. This is the microphone that you plug into it for voice chat. So you plug this into one of this right here, see that? And it sticks out front, so you talk into it for voice chat. And it is a nice, highly adjustable, as you can see, bends really far, highly adjustable mic. Okay? It also comes, out of all the cables I've already showed you, also comes with a USB extension cable. So if you need to have a really long cable coming out of this unit to reach this box, it's a huge extension cable. This cable, I believe, is several feet long. It doesn't say on it, but it is very long, okay? And it also comes with a mobile adapter cable. What this is for is if you're going to hook this up to, say, a mobile device or an iPod, you can do that. And you can listen to your music through the headphones as well. And this is the cable for it, okay? So all in all, the Turtle Beach Earforce XP Seven is an awesome package because unlike some of the other headphones that I've tested that we're going to talk about, all you need to do to have it work with the PC is plug it in with USB and you get full functionality. You do not need to use the optical audio cable in order to get functionality out of your PC, okay? And also, as I showed you, the audio adjustment unit for this thing has a million options, 8 different presets. You can on the fly adjust different speakers. It's pretty awesome in that regard. And, like I said, it has the ability to daisy chain. If you want to have another pair of headphones listening to the same audio as you can have it plugged in up here. It has a lot of positives. The negatives are that it's heavy. Like I said, this thing is heavy. It's heavier than a lot of the other headphones that I've used before, and it is tight and snug on your head. What I've noticed is that it is great for noise canceling. Like, you don't hear anything going on in the room, but for example, when I'm in here with John Rambo and we're doing co-op commentary, I actually have to wear the cup half off my ear because this insulates the audio so well that I actually can't hear when he's talking. Okay? Of course, now we got to talk price. When I bought this guy, it was $300. I'm not exaggerating. It's $300. It's actually the most expensive headset that we're going to be talking about. Okay? So, you get more features, but you're paying more for it as well. Alright, last but not least, the last thing that I do want to talk about is an issue that I had with this headset. I purchased one of these headsets back in March. Okay, I used it until I believe it was April, middle of April, or was it May? I'm trying to remember if it was April or May. It lasted less than 2 months, let's put it that way. And then all of a sudden, this one right here, my left ear cup would not play audio anymore. And apparently I looked online and I did look at reviews, and a lot of people say, yes, that is actually a common problem with these, that for some reason the left headphone seems to malfunction, and that a lot of people are saying, people who use this all the time, unfortunately, it does break that left headphone. That's a massive negative, obviously, okay? Alright, so I did actually have to submit a warranty claim. They sent me They actually sent me postage to send it back for free, but I had to get my own box to ship it in, which is, I'm glad I'm saved the box and packaging because I just put it right back in, sent it back to them, and they did send me a replacement in a timely manner. It only took a couple weeks. So their warranty program is actually really good. The problem is I shouldn't have to fucking use it. Okay? It should be working for months on end without me having to have problems with it like that. I will, at a further date, let anyone know if these malfunction again, because these are the replacements that I've only been using for about a month to a month and a half. Alright? So that's the Earforce XP Seven headphones. Alright? I'm now going to come back. We're going to talk about another set of headphones. So definitely stay tuned to this channel for a future video about the other pairs, and then we're going to compare them all. Okay? Alright, thanks.